My name is Ken Workman. I'm Duwamish tribe. I am great-great-great-great-grandson of Chief Seattle. Seattle is a modern city, and the world has become much smaller. And so we have many nations here, many tribes, many people. So if you're asking me, how do I feel about yəhaw? It's a very personal thing, and I'm glad that all of these exhibits are here and that the people are being shown.
I think we have always approached it as an experiment. I don't think we had a grand plan per se, but wanted to set up a system and see what would happen if we did say yes to everyone, and that core value of inclusion led to an open call where any Indigenous person who wanted to be in the project could elect to be in the project and was immediately accepted.
I just knew I was going to be an artist and I had to jump into it 100% and just use my talent. I must have just came across it in an email. And then after reading all of the details about it and all the different opportunities that it was giving, I applied for everything. The mentorship, the artist in residency, I was all over it. I love being here. I've loved meeting everybody.
My piece is titled Value, and it is inspired by my experience in the Seattle startup community trying to start a business. There's not a lot of Native American representation in that community, and I was often explaining Native values to non-Native people. My piece was meant to represent how Natives value things differently outside of the context of money. It's kind of inspiring to see how prolific the cultures are here with their art and songs and their canoe journeys. It makes me kind of want to be more strong. I'm Cynthia Masterson. I'm an enrolled citizen of the Comanche Nation of Oklahoma, and I am an artist here at the yəhaw show.
And I was excited to be able to do that and play and be a part of the show. I don't know if it was intentional to say thank you in my language.
Osium.
I just came from being around a ton of Indigenous people, and so it just is natural. My name is KP. I'm from Swinomish, and I'm also part of the Inupiaq people.
I got involved with yəhaw a little later in the process, and I was working with Asia on another project and just kind of talking about Indigenous drag, and so she called me up and was like, hey, do you want to perform for our closing events? And I was like, heck yes, I would. It feels really good to perform in more indigenized spaces. I also perform with a group called Indigenized Productions, and those spaces just feel like they're the people I'm performing for, and they're the ones who will probably get it the most. My performance name is Cherokee, and I am a member of the Cayuga Nation.
I'm constantly surprised by every time I go in and see the different visual art and the sculpture that's behind me. My music I really enjoy, and it's something I actually take pretty seriously. It's all about indigeneity almost, and decolonization and stuff like that, and so to be able to play specifically with Native people at a Native thing means a lot, so it's rad. I'm yəhaw or Takatsu Tewaki, famous shield. I'm Pawnee and Athabascan.
A lot of white people clapping out there. This song's not about you, apparently.
I got involved in yəhaw by way of Tracy Rector, who brought me into the fold as she learned more about the relationships that I have with the Latinx community in Seattle. A big part of my role was bringing on more Indigenous Latinx artists to the yəhaw showcase, Mayan and Aztec and Otomi, and while there's a handful of artists, we knew that there were more people out there who also have similar affinities around their indigeneity and their Indigenous identity. I'm Jessica Ramirez. I Indigenous affiliation is Indigenous Latinx.
It's interesting for me to see how tight-knit it's always been. Even today, we were just walking through and I was like, I know that piece. I love that we could meet new people, and it kind of opened up, it opened up a lot of doors.
It's merging Western culture with being a modern day Indigenous person. We can never go back. Things have changed. But we can try to reclaim our culture.
I think for me, part of the initiation of the project was as an Indigenous artist myself and as someone who was an artist kind of trying to make my way into the Seattle art scene or any art scene in general, feeling a lot of frustration with access issues, feeling like I couldn't really figure out how to navigate those pathways or know who else was making work, certainly not knowing even other Indigenous folks in the area really my age.
Even from the beginning, like when Asia invited me to be a part of the project, I was kind of like, well, I don't know if I can even say yes to this or if it feels right to say yes. I was really excited at the prospect of the show, and it felt like a space with Tracy and Asia where we all had a really similar understanding of let's just try a bunch of stuff and see what happens.
All Native people, we need to show each other how to do this work and support each other.
What is awesome about this project is that it was led by Native women, it was led by the Native community, and it was so inclusive and so expansive so that so many Native communities could be involved. I'm just super grateful.
And I'm just humbled and really enjoy it. Hopefully the spirit of yəhaw will keep on going all year long.
Just a big goodness cheese. Thank you, yəhaw. Thank you everyone who's been a part of it.
Thank you, my friends, for your heart.
There's this one painting, I guess I would call it, made of beads, and on one side it says, what do you want, and the other side says, what do you need? I've learned is that what we actually need is not accuracy or perfection, it's abundance.